Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the live broadcast of the Martin County West Class of 2021 High School Graduation Ceremony. Our coverage on Extreme Country 105.7 and ExploreOkoboji.com is thanks to the following sponsors: Welcome State Bank, Boquet Building Supply, Temperance Lake Ridge, and Martin County West Schools. Thanks to our sponsors, and thank you for joining us in celebrating the graduating seniors of Martin County West. The ceremony is set to begin here very soon, so stay tuned.
Welcome to the 33rd commencement ceremony of the Martin County West Senior High School. Would you please rise as members of our choir, Sophia Fett, Annie Schaefer, Seth Scarpin, and Kyler Larson perform our national anthem.
So proudly we hail at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming. And the rocket's red glare, bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Graduates, you may be seated. Class of 2021, parents, staff, administration, and members of the Martin County West School Board, it is with great honor and deference to be addressing you during one of life's major milestones. High school graduation is not only a time for parents and staff to celebrate the hard work and accomplishments of the senior class, but also a time for those in the class of 2021 to reflect and show gratitude for all of those who have supported you throughout your childhood. Graduation day for many marks a transition from childhood to adulthood. Most of the choices you make from this day forward will be yours to make and yours to live with. All of us who have had the opportunity to watch you grow into the young adults that you are, hope we've done our part so that you can confidently approach the challenges of life with sound judgment and integrity. Your choices will not only reflect who you are, but where you are going. All of you who will be honored here today have shown great resolve and determination during uncertain times. No other class before you, and hopefully after, will have to spend their entire senior year in a constant state of change. Learning scenarios, extracurriculars, prom, senior class trip, all of these events we've taken for granted were constantly in flux and created a very confusing last year for all of you. Through all of the chaos, you have all shown the virtue and bravery necessary to overcome anything life can throw at you. Your willingness to advocate for yourselves and your fellow classmates show a special connection and commitment to one another. That is a gift. And I want you to take that with you and cherish it long after this day. After today, all of you will be pursuing the next chapter in your life. This may have some of you staying close to home while others are off to new locations. Wherever the next chapter in your life takes you, let's take time right now to appreciate where we are, who we're with, and enjoy the last time we are all here as the class of 2021. Congratulations, seniors, and enjoy your moment. At this time, I'd like to introduce our speakers for the senior class. Our speakers today feature 3 outstanding young women. Each of them has excelled both in academics and in extracurricular activities. Sophia Fett is the daughter of Shane and Lisa Fett. She has displayed exemplary performance in choir, band, school plays and musicals, competitive cheer and dance. She is a member of the National Honor Society and plans to attend Hamline University in St. Paul, where she plans to pursue a degree in international business analytics. Katarina Lang is the daughter of Kevin and Lisa Lang. She is the class president, member of the National Honor Society, FFA, band, track, basketball, and is currently competing in wrestling at the Pan American Championships as the #1 ranked wrestler for the United States. Therefore, she won't make it today. Her future plans include studying at Augsburg College in Minneapolis. Kate's selection will be presented today by her classmate and cousin, Gabriella Lang. Gabriella is the daughter of Mark and Joanna Lang. She is the class vice president and throughout high school has competed in basketball, track, and volleyball. She is an FFA officer and holds a state degree. Gabby has participated in choir, band, high school plays, and musicals, and is a member of the National Honor Society. Gabby plans to attend Iowa State in Ames, Iowa.
Wasn't high school fun? Our one and only field trip to El Agave for Spanish class, but all we did was eat food that no one even knew how to ask the waiter for. Or the time in 9th grade when we had 2 different math teachers, then another one the next year, but we spent the whole time watching a movie instead. Or how about that one year? We had so many snow days that we had to start making them up by extending every Wednesday by an hour. Pretty sure we missed more school that year than we did this year. And of course, can't forget senior year, going on the class trip to Washington, D.C., seeing everyone's smiling faces walking down the halls, going to choir and band concerts. Oh wait, Corona. The past year and a half has been full of uncertainties. Athletes unsure of when their last game was going to be and just hoping they wouldn't be quarantined for it. The ACT that got postponed 3 times, and I didn't even end up taking it the 4th time since I was quarantined. Or how about going from in-person learning to hybrid, then to distance, then to hybrid, then to distance, then finally back to in-person. Unless you were quarantined, of course, then you had to be one of the few on a Google Meet awkwardly staring at your teacher on your computer screen, hoping they wouldn't freeze when they were telling the class what would be on the test. And you can't forget about the time when 90% of the class was quarantined and almost couldn't go on the class trip, but we ended up going and it was awesome. Except for the time when we almost died, but Mike the bus driver came through. There have been a lot of downs, but there's also been a lot of ups. If COVID has taught us anything, it's that we need each other. We thrive off of being in the classroom, actively learning with our friends and teachers. So yeah, maybe we didn't get a normal class trip, or a normal prom, or a normal band and choir, or a normal lunch seating. Really, what was normal this year? But we took what we were given and managed to make the most of it. We've probably made more memories this year than we have in all of high school combined. I mean, we're literally making history right now. And it might have been hard, but I think it was worth it, because look where we are. 4 years of hard work has led us to this. It's not what any of us expected by any means, but here we are. And now we're all thinking about the next part of our lives. In the future, most of us will go off to college, join a few clubs, and make new friends. We'll meet our first roommate and realize that beds, stacked on top of each other, leave so much more room for activities. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't looking forward to pursuing an additional 4 years of education, of which I cannot afford. But it is crazy to think that some of you I will probably never see again, or at least not for a long time. Our class has come so far over the years. I'm sorry. I told everyone I wasn't going to cry. We used to be stuck in these specific cliques with certain people, and over time, we've actually grown really close to each other. Over the years, we've lost some people, and our class has become this tiny bubble of 42 students. But I think that's when the bonding really started happening. Our time here as a senior class will not be remembered by grades, popularity, or favorites, but by our relationships with one another. As a class, we've been through a lot together, and now it's time for us to part ways, meet new people, and try new things. Class of 2021, these past years with you have been unforgettable, and I wish you the very, very best. Thank you.
Auspiciousness and causes of success. May you have the confidence to always do your best. May it take no effort in you being generous, sharing what you can, nothing more, nothing less.
May you know the meaning of the word happiness. May you always lead from the beating in your chest. May you be treated like an esteemed guest. May you get to rest, may you catch your breath.
And may the best of your todays be the worst of your tomorrows. Whoa. And may the road less paved be the road that you follow. Whoa.
Well, here's to the hearts that you gonna break. Here's to the lives that you gonna change. Here's to the infinite possible ways to love you. I want you to have it. Here's to the good times we gonna have. You don't need money, you got free pass. Here's to the fact that I'd be sad without you. I want you to have it all. I want you to have it all. I want you to have it. I want you to have it all.
May you be as fascinating as a
Slap bracelet,
May you keep the chaos and the
clutter off your desk.
May you have unquestionable
Health and less stress.
Having no possessions, no immeasurable wealth.
May you get a gold star on your next test. May your educated guess is always be correct. May you win prizes shining like diamonds. May you really own it each moment to the next.
And may the best of your todays be the worst of your tomorrows. Whoa. And may the road less paved be the road that you follow. Whoa.
Well, here's to the hearts that you gonna break. Here's to the lives that you gonna change. Here's to the infinite possible ways to love you. I want you to have it. Here's to the good times we gonna have. You don't need money, you got free pass. Here's to the fact that I'd be sad without you. I want you to have it all. I want you to have it all. I want you to have it. I want you to have it all.
Oh, I want you to have it.
Oh, all you can imagine. Oh, no matter what your path is, if you believe it, then anything can happen. Go, go, go. Raise your glasses. Go, go, go. You can have it all. I toast you. Here's to the hearts that you gon' break. Here's to the lives that you gon' change. Here's to the infinite possible ways to love you. I want you to have it. Here's to the good times we gonna have. You don't need money, you got free pass. Here's to the fact that
To my fellow students, families, and staff, it is my honor to be standing before you today in a cap and gown. And it is absolutely necessary for me to thank you on behalf of myself, Katie Lang, and my fellow classmates. You have supported us all from the very beginning of our journey through high school and have undoubtedly helped mold us into the individuals we are today. Much credit goes to you as we cross this milestone in our lives. To the class of 2021, this is going to sound corny, but we did it. We graduated. We graduated. We have worked countless hours, endured countless changes, and faced much uncertainty to be able to say those very words. Yet, at least to me, the significance of them is still being processed. There is so much ahead of us that we haven't understood. So far, I have understood one very important thing. I have understood that graduating means so much more than just receiving a paper and a handshake. It is the bittersweet realization that today is the day we end the start of different chapters of our lives. Starting with the bitter, unfortunately, this chapter ends with a lot of goodbyes. As we move on to the next chapter, we will leave behind the familiarness of the old. We will find ourselves in new places with different people. And although we can never go back to what was, we can always look back. To me, this school once felt like home, and many in it felt like family. It is the roots of who we are, of which will lead us to who we shall become. This leads me to the sweet. With every end comes a new beginning. It is now our turn to make our own mark on the world with the path that we choose to create for ourselves. When it comes to creating your own path, there are a few key elements to remember. The first is to be brave. Understand that we are all unique, so our paths may look completely different from each other, and that you can change your direction, but never change it for someone else. The second key element to creating your path is to work hard and persistence. There will be obstacles. Some may even be as big as a mountain or as vast as a pandemic, but have the courage to face those obstacles, as you will regret the chances you don't take, and you will only fear the obstacles that you do not choose to move. The final key element is to be kind and work to inspire others. Set an example and let others follow. They, in turn, will branch off, and your mark on this world will become bigger. I have absolutely no doubt that this class will leave a mark so big that it will be considered a crater. We have big dreams and goals for our future. We are tenacious, resilient, determined, and passionate. So classmates, today you may not feel ready for what the world has to offer, but I will argue that the world is not ready for us. And with that, I shall conclude by saying, hey world, you better prepare yourself, because here comes the class of 2021.
Ladies and gentlemen, member of the Martin County West Board of Education, administration and staff, the senior class members sitting before you have met and successfully completed all the requirements set forth by the state of Minnesota and the Martin County West Board of Education. As high school principal, I recommend they receive their diplomas at this time.
Will the back row please stand and come forward to receive your diplomas? Blake Patrick Jagozinski. Donovan Michael Swanson. Christopher Allen Johnson. Ty Gavin Lighting. Jake Kent Connie Lewis. Ian Marcus Shahan. Fallon Curtis Johnson. Seth Allen Scarfpin. Easton Thomas Gregory. Andrew James Lawrence. Caleb David Cook. Nicholas Lane Rathman. Emily Page Dunlop. Hunter Cole Schmidtke. Devin Kelsey Haas. Caden Joe Gregory. Malcolm Lee Schultz. McKenna Ann Larson. Cody Mark Owens. Lucas Allen Jagosinski. Blaine Matthew Revlin. Hannah Marie Odegaard. Mackenzie Lynn Peterson. Michaela Jade Tate. Caitlin Lane Hummel. Marissa Sue Whitehead. Samantha Hope Hecht. Luciano Diaz Jr. Sophia Lily Fett. Elena Carolyn Ramirez. Jackson James Roman. Tylen Maxwell Cook. Gabriella Joy Lang. Katerina Sheila Lang. Mackenzie Ray Kanan. Mercedes Bria Ringnell. Annie Jane Schaefer. Tavia K. Lowe. Michael Joe Roth. Haley Marie Duran. Olivia Kate Anderson. Connor Jacob Simmons.
Graduates, please stand. You may now move your tassels to the right. Ladies and gentlemen, I am honored to have the opportunity to present to you the Martin County West graduating class of 2021.
We thank you for joining us in our live broadcast of the 2021 Martin County West High School graduation ceremony. Our coverage was made possible by Welcome State Bank, Bouquet Building Supply, Temperance Lake Ridge, and Martin County West Schools. Once again, congratulations to the class of 2021 graduates of Martin County West High School.